What's going on, guys? It's been a fat minute. How are we doing? Um, a lot has happened since my last video, and I have a goal in life to try to post more on YouTube. So this is like my very first attempt since my last video to try to be a bit more consistent. But guys, I hope you're all doing really good. Um, Today's video is going to be about 3v3 Grand Arena. Today, we actually just got a new kit reveal of that. I think his name is pronounced Keller and Beck. I'll just call him Beck because he is that Jedi in the Mandalorian that pretty much saves Grogu. So his kit's awesome. If you guys haven't checked it out, go to I think it's just called the forums. Um, it is the forums. I'm not sure why I think it's called. I know it's called the forums, but anyways, guys, I hope you're all doing good. I'm gonna try to do on my day off of work when I have some downtime to do 2 videos and then shoot them for like the next 2 days in advance so that you guys sometimes throughout the week can get a piece of me, get some content, I guess. So, but today is 3v3 teams, defenses. This is like what I did prior to last season. It kind of has been helping. It's been working. I did this, I want to say like midway through last 3v3 season, and it actually worked out pretty dang good. So, yeah, let's check this out, guys. So I like to set a lot of Galactic Legends. I found this to be like the best way to go about Grand Arena since Leia, for me at least. When there's a new GL that's like freaking top dog, it just is best for me when I just set more of these GLs because that opponent kind of plays around that new GL, right? So I'm just like, well, screw that. I'm gonna just set all my best teams, and that's what I've been doing. And I still have nice, non-GL counters, off-meta counters to teams such as, let's say, Jabba. Right now, Jabba and Malicos, I guess Seer, are the two ones I've found some nice counters to. Lord Vader as well. This is a little different though in 3v3 because teams and defenses and my offensive counters definitely change up a little bit. But anyways, guys, let's get into it. I guess going back into this front wall, I like to kind of just shift around these teams into different walls and just have some fun with 3v3. I'm usually around the like peak of Kyber 2, low to mid tier of Kyber 1 almost always. I kind of fluctuate quite a bit depending on how busy I am. But let's start off with, everybody knows this CLS team. I don't even know if I'll use this on defense. I just set it and forget it basically. But I do have Scout Trooper. I'm working on my Leia requirements. I'm about 65-70% of the way done with all that. I love Iden though. I recently got Iden to Relic 5. I know recently, right? It's been like years and I just finally got her done. Not done, but up to snuff or whatever you want to call it. Iden's legit though, and especially with their Datacron, this one is so legit, guys. It's the level 6. It's at the start of their first turn, Imperial Trooper allies gain offense equal to 400% of their current defense. Then they lose that defense. So it's kind of high damage, mainly with Iden being Iden and using her first special for that mass assist. Then also she can do her basic, and I think she like triple taps. It just does crazy amounts of damage. In 5s, I found this to be really impactful. I'm trying this out for the first time in 3s. I still feel like this will be pretty decent. The reason I have Stormtrooper here as my third is because he just has crazy high defense. His unit gives out more defense. And then Stormtrooper gives himself 40% for each living Empire ally. So tons of defense. I stack him with even more defense on his mods. Where is that? There it is. That number is about 78.7. So he just gets tons of defense. I think he even has a special gives even more defense. So Stormtrooper actually will be doing some nice damage as well. Scout's pretty good here. I don't think he's required. It's mainly to kind of slow down a Wampa the best I can because of this special. Where is that? Hang on. I think it's this one because it does have like a daze or expose or something. Yeah, there it is. The daze target enemy which can't be resisted kind of slows down a Wampa. But minus Wampa, I feel like just the pure offense is awesome here. The damage numbers are crazy. I do like Scout Trooper quite a bit. I think he's an awesome character. Also, guys, throughout this video in the comments, let me know what you guys are going to try out new for this 3v3. Also, offenses. I'm not going to really go over offenses too much in this video. Maybe if you guys wanted to, I can go over some offenses and maybe some cool counter guides. With these new Datacron sets, the purple, I think it's set 13. I want to say that's number. Or maybe 12. I don't remember. But there's a new one with the Hut Cartel. There's one for Dr. Aphra, which is sweet. But let's continue. Let's continue on defenses. I'm trying out this Drea one on defense with Malik, just because I have a nice high defensive cron, and just gonna slap it on and just, you know, set it and forget it. That's another team. I'm trying to pinpoint not really set it or forget it teams, more impactful teams. We'll go over most of them though. This guy, it's just a super high defense cron with my JMK. I have a feeling that might be pretty annoying. Let's see. I have some more. Guys, I'm excited to do more videos. This is gonna be fun. This one down here actually is something I got from a Discord channel. I actually get a lot of my information these days from Discord. I'm still there quite often in the event server and also the playbook server, Fatals. Shout out to Fatal. So this one's a Lord Vader with Maul, but we have 50 RT here. This one's a fun cron. Basically, it kind of plays into part with Maul because he's an unaligned force user, right? I guess let's go over the level 3 first. It says whenever Dark Side allies resist, they get some more health protection. So just some more little boost to like their survivability. And then also level 6. This is one of my favorites. Is when it's actually my second favorite. My other favorite, just like whenever they get any buffs, they can just get stupid high stupid high defense. This one they have a little bit more stacking bonuses, but mainly the stats are just the defense and the protection. The strategy behind this defensive comp is that 50 RT gives out her VIP treatment to the weakest other ally, which is always going to be Maul in this scenario, because there ain't no way Lord Vader is going to be the weakest ally ever. So it's basically like hiding and stealthing the Maul while they have to hit the Lord Vader, and then meanwhile Maul gets more of those bonus hits, feeling more ultimate charge for Lord Vader and just doing a lot more damage. Mainly it's just annoying. I'm sure you can get around it with like another team, but for the normal counters, I've found it does get me quite a bit of holds, at least 2 to 3, since I've said it, of course, right? But that's a sweet offense, or sorry, defense with Lord Vader and 50. Down here, I mean, this is a pretty typical Malicos with Seer. In 3v3, I don't really care much to use them on offense, but just make sure if you do set this team, set somebody like Crew, who is immune to that Gideon and Padme cheese. I guess, yeah, what's that? What's the term for that? Padme and Moff Gideon. There's like a certain name for that. I forget what they call it, but it's just the cheese where they just get tons of courage and then they one-shot, but with Crew, he's immune to the courage, so he's gonna stop that and shut that down. So this kind of just forces a different counter. I like setting this in the front wall so it pulls something maybe. I might change this team with that CLS so they have to go for the bottom wall first. So moving on, there's this team here with Dash Rendar. Dash Rendar has let's see, Han Solo, and he has what's his name? Hondo. He has Hondo as well. So this team, it's just kind of like shoot first with Han. I'm saving my Chewie for a different team in the other back wall. I'll show you in a second. But it's just getting us some more damage. Hondo is here. I don't have his Omicron, but I do have his Zeta. It's just a little bit annoying. I have, more importantly, I guess I should note, is my cron for high CD. 143% just for Han Solo to shoot first, do some massive damage, and feel a little bit of that turn meter, possibly. Anyways, and then also if Dash gets his AoE, it just does like a huge AoE, you know, burst damage. A lot of crits, right? So there's that one. I'm kind of splitting up my Sith into 3 different ways. I have that Traya one that we've already seen with Malik, and then I have my DR with BSF with a pre-taunt here. Nothing special about that. Just some high defense mods, or high defense Datacrons there. And then up here, the Malgus with Talon and then Marauder. Same thing. This one just has actually more health because the health bonuses with his leadership and then his second special that kind of, he just jumps on the enemy. This Dark Deception, it just does a lot of damage. So that DC actually is really powerful with Malgus. And then up here, I just have a normal Jabba team. I have this new cron here with the Bosch Leia. Basically, well, I guess it's twofold. Level 6 is whenever they kill somebody, they get a bonus turn. I don't think that's going to be super impactful in 3v3, but it is nice, I guess. And then the level 9 is basically whenever she inflicts a thermal, she inflicts an additional thermal for 2 turns, and then the Hutt Cartel allies gain more armor penetration and TM. So just more thermals. I feel like that's going to throw off some maybe Night Sisters, and possibly, I'm not sure if Dr. Aphra would work in 3v3, but it might throw off that as well. I don't think that happening with Dr. Aphra. I do see that happening more with the Night Sisters, though. So kind of shutting down one of the major off-meta counters and forcing something stronger is what that team is all about with that DC. And then moving on to my back wall. Again, guys, I go a little bit heavier than maybe what you're used to. But I think it's fun. And 3v3 is not my favorite game mode, so I like to just have my defenses do my talking, and then I just pick up and clean up offensive wins the best I can. And it tends to work out almost like all the time. I would say it's like 70-80% of the time. If I know my offensive counters, it does work pretty well. But this back wall, this team, I don't really care much for this nest with IG-11 and Queel. It doesn't do much. It's just there. Maybe shuts down the troopers if that's what they have left because of the nest. But anyways, this team, though, with Boba Fett, Zam, and Chewie, gives guard to, I believe here, Boba Fett. So Boba Fett does some nice damage. He's protected a little bit better. More importantly, though, is Zam's Omicron. And then also, this level 6 is they if somebody dies to a scoundrel, they can't be revived. It might not be the best way to use this cron because Boba Fett's execute already does that, but I'm thinking more for like a thermal detonator kill with Zam, or maybe a Chewie's AoE or his just true damage he does. I think that might be beneficial. I just think it's going to be a fun cron. That's why I slapped it there. And Boba Fett's, leadership is if he kills the person who goes first on the enemy team, he gets all of his awesome contract. It's not bad. My Boba Fett's modded for a lot of damage too, so that's kind of fun. Down here, this is another fun team because we are splitting up the Seer with Malicos into 2 teams, and I thought, well, why not slap on Fulcrum and Cal with an annoying lead, but making sure I give them this Datacron, and this is the one where if they gain a buff or debuff, these 2 guys, Cal and Ahsoka Fulcrum, Tano, will be getting more defense, up to 200% for each of those buffs or debuffs, making them just way durable. And then also with my stats on the left side, they have that 236% defense, which is super nice. And then also to slap on a little cherry on top here is that level 9 with Fulcrum. Basically, whenever she gains a buff, all light side and dark side underlined force users recover more protection and health. And then if she has more than 4 buffs, she can ignore taunts, and she can, if she kills somebody, they can't be revived, which is awesome. Kind of annoying if they get a lot of, dodges. Old Ben's TM kicks in. He has a taunt. He has some TMR. He's kind of annoying. So I think it'll be kind of a fun backwall team. And then these top 2 teams are just my last little bits of kind of just annoying. I'm trying to make them annoying as best as I can. I'm not using my Jedi Cal in the backwall with the JML. I'm actually using him on offense to kill some Sith. So this is just an old-fashioned, nice backwall JML team with JKR and GMY. More importantly, though, is this cron. I do have a lot of protection and some defense. Also, I get more protection whenever I gain tenacity up, and that's why GMY is there, because he gets them more protection up. Super annoying. And just more damage based off the protection up, right? And then, let's see here, kind of wrapping up what I have in the back wall. Let's see. Savage. I have Savage lead with SK. So here's my quick take on SK or I guess in 3v3, is that he's good, okay? I just always use him against like Rays in my counters for offense. And I've had such bad luck with this set 11 or 12, this gold set with all the defense. So I just tend to not want to bother against my GL Ray counters with this, so I just set him on defense, and this is especially in 3v3, not in 5s, just in 3s. I just think it's the better way to go about it. So I set Savage lead with these other two guys, his leadership is actually pretty good. He gets a lot more defense and tenacity, and then he gives half of that to my other guys. So he's going to have a beefy health and protection to go through. He's going to do a little bit more offense. He still has his Omicron on the unique, and whenever he gets his turn, he's going to actually call in my SK, because whenever he does a basic attack, SK will go because he's Sith, kind of like the EP and SK strategy, right? And then SK is SK. But the little cherry on top of this counter is if you have the Datacron with Visas, basically whenever another ally is defeated, she takes a bonus turn and her cooldowns are reset, so she gets free revives, basically. However, if you're attacking this team, it would make no sense to go for anybody except for Visas first, because it's going to be really hard to take down an SK and a Savage, because of just how those guys will work with the defense. My hope and dream is that my Visas is also durable enough with the Kron, the defense, and the health and protection stacked on her mods to withstand that and to try to keep her alive and make it just really annoying. I got that actually from my Discord buddy Luke, and he's awesome. He gave me that, and it's been working awesomely. Really quick though, ships. I got my Leviathan unlocked not too long ago. He's only 5 stars, so for now I'm using him on offense to kill either profundities or execs. But I am setting these guys, I'm setting my own exec with profundity plus malevolence. My offenses, if I do see a Leviathan, will be using my Chimera counter. If I see an exec, I'll be using my finalizer. And then if I see like a profundity or an exec, I'll probably end up using my Leviathan, you know, just making sure I have all those bases covered just in case. You never know what people set. But honestly, I don't know if the opponent does have Leia, if I'll even get to ships if they block it in the front. That's really reliant upon how my SLKR counter goes. But we'll get to that in possibly another video, okay, guys? If you guys would like to see that video, let me know down below. But that's going to be basically it for today. Just a really quick and fun little video. Whoa, I got 2 of me going. But you guys are awesome. Thanks for all the support. It's fun doing these videos. I hope to do some more soon. I'm moving out here in the next like 2 to 3 months, and it should be a good time. But yeah, I'm just super busy in life right now, guys. I hope you're all doing really good though. But stay tuned for more videos, and if you have any more ideas for more videos, let me know as well. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all later. Peace out, guys.